In 8th grade, section A2, we're dealing with sequences and equations. So giant pandas spend more than 10 hours a day searching for food and eating. So the number of days is listed above here. And the total bamboo in pounds, limbs, is 30, 60, 90, and 120. So what this is called an arithmetic sequence. It can either be a arithmetic sequence or different sequence. And the difference between the two is that a sequence that's arithmetic means that the top and bottom are being added by the same number. Not same number. The top is being added by the same number, and the bottom is being added by, it could be a different number than the top, but each time it moves up. The difference means that instead of being added, it's subtraction. So, just looking at this, as both top and bottom increases each one, I know that this is in fact an arithmetic sequence. Because it's increasing. If it was decreasing, then it would be a difference. That means it's getting less. So how much bamboo will the pandas eat in 5 days? And how about 6 days? So this is going by +1 each time. Right? And this is going +30 each time. You see that? So if I want to find 5 days, then I'm going to do +1, and then I'm going to do +30. So 5 days would equal 150 pounds of bamboo. Okay? 6 days means that I move one more up, so I add another 30 to 150, so it'd be 180 pounds of bamboo. Right? So I have another board for you, so go ahead and write this down. Pause it and write it down. And then we'll go over the next concept before I let you work on your own. Okay, so this one's asking me to describe the sequence. So I'm looking here and it says 10, 11, 12, 13. So N is my term number and then T is my actual term value. So this is the term number. I have first, second, third, fourth. So first, second, third, fourth, right? My actual term is 10, 11, 12, 13. So as this gets +1 every time, this goes +1 also every time. So that means my next term would be 14. Okay? So it would be arithmetic sequence, and I do +1, and this would be my answer. This would be part of my answer. This would be my work. This would be part of my answer. So I would do the same thing here. I don't necessarily have to put it in here because I can see it. This would be also, it's increasing, so this would be an arithmetic sequence, and I do +5 each time, right? Because 5, add 5, add 5, every time I move up term. So the next one is write the equation for 5, 8, 11, and 14, then find the 20th term. So now I'm looking for an equation, okay? So it says here, so let's look at N. N again is the term number. I'm going to use something else besides P. N is a term number. So this is my first, second, third, and fourth. So first, second, third, fourth, okay, is 5, 8, 11, and 14. So this is +1 each time. This is +3, +3, +3. Moves by 3 each time. So what that means is now we have to find a rule that the pattern follows. So my answer is going to be T, right? And I know that it moves 3 each time. So I'm going to add 3 to each of my n, right? But I don't start, but I need to know my starting position. So my starting position is where it is at 0. So if I know if at 1 it's at 5, and I know because by 3, if I want to work backwards to go to 0, then I would, instead of add 3, I would subtract 3 and give me 2. And this would be my equation, right? This is my t, okay? This is how much I added. And this is my starting point at at 0. So I have to move backwards from 1 to find my starting point at 0. Now I can check this by plugging it in if I wanted to do, let's say, this one. So I should be able to plug in n, so 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8, which should give me t, which is t. You see? So if you're not sure, plug it in. Now, when I found this equation, then I can, once I found this equation, then I can plug in 20 for my 20th term. So that means and for n, I do t equals 3 times 20 plus 2. Now then I know what my value of t will be at the 20th term. So instead of me going up until, because I'm only at 4, so I'd have to do 16 more. Instead, I find this pattern, I can plug it in. 3 times 20 is 60 plus 2, which would give me 62. Right? So go ahead and try page 407, number 8, just one, 407, number 8, and see how you do, and I'll see you in class.